What is going on, y'all? Down South 77 here again at 3-Star Draw, the adult collector channel, where we talk G.I. Joe Classified, and we're going to talk about one figure specifically today, and that is this little fella right here, this Lil Leatherneck. If you caught my review on Lil Leather here, you will recall the part where the back of his right knee shattered like a pane of 100-year-old glass when I was unfreezing the joint. Did not apply more pressure than is necessary. I know where to stop and when to grab the hairdryer, and I wasn't to that point yet, and it only got worse after I heated it up, after I moved the joint around quite a bit. So I mentioned in the review I would probably contact Hasbro about it. Yeah, I contacted Hasbro about it. So they did send me a replacement Lil Leatherneck. He got here today, and we're going to check this guy. And I'm going to heat him up. I don't always preheat my figures when I do reviews because I want to see, show how they come out of the box, how they're packaged, all that stuff. See how hard it is to free those joints up. But I know how hard it is on this guy, so I am going to go ahead and I'm going to heat him up. But I'm also going to look at the bottom of his feet and see if the batch numbers and all of the codes match to know if this is the same batch as this. Maybe you guys will have something to look out for if you haven't gotten this guy yet and unboxed him. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get this guy out. I've already filmed all that. You don't have to see that. So I'm going to get him out and we're going to go put him in the pan. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this bracelet off. I'm just taking it off because I don't want to lose it, and I dropped it on the floor. So his joints are also very, very stiff, so I'm not even going to attempt moving this until I heat this guy up. So what I want to do is see if we can get a good look at the date codes on the new one. And then this is the old one. So these are different codes. These are different batches. The new one is C1067-42961, and the old one is G1087-43071. So these are from different runs at the factory. So this one hopefully will not have the same issues. Let's go find out. Yes, we are in the kitchen, and yes, this is my action figure pan. So I got this water heated up. I actually cooled it back down a little bit. When it's warm, I can still put my hand in there. Not super duper warm. Now, let's grab Lil Leather and just dump him in there. Now, yes, could I do this with a cup of hot water and the microwave? I absolutely could, but you can only get half in at a time, so doing it this way is a little bit easier. You don't have to stay in here long. Just let him heat up good, and this water does not have to be hot. You don't want it boiling because it will melt the plastic on your figure. I had it a little too hot and I added a little bit of cold water to it. So you just take him, I'm just turning him around just for the hell of it. So just flip him. You don't have to flip him. You have him submerged in water. I don't have to flip him. But I do have a pair of tongs over here just in case. So usually let him sit in here at this temperature for, I don't know, 30 seconds, a minute, something like that. It don't take long, of course, depending on how hot your water is. All right, that ought to be more than enough. Go ahead and grab him out with those tongs. Oh, comes Pretzel. Thought we were gonna get some food. We're not getting any food, buddy. All right, back to the pit. Just kind of dab him off a little bit. Now, he should be nice. Oh, he's nice and pliable. So let's try and break that free. Still a little bit of resistance on that top one. So right there is where that broke last time. Forgot to turn my light off. So right there, that's what broke on this guy. See where that's sheared. So heating him up definitely did help with these joints. I just don't want to heat up a figure every single time I get it. You know, like as I said, show you guys what it's like right out of the package. But you can free up a lot of movement doing this when you first get them, if you're not trying to do reviews and show how they move right out of the package. It's not a bad idea. I am of the camp that we shouldn't have to heat these figures up to get them to move properly, but that is the world that we live in these days. So I really wish I could take this off of him, but I don't think you're going to get, yeah, you might be able to get that off of him. Might be a future project. I think he's going to be pretty bland under there. That overlay will come off on him. Might be one we experiment on this guy here. So there you have it. If you are experiencing any stiffness with these joints on Leatherneck, go ahead and heat this guy up so you don't have to contact Hasbro like I did. But again, they did replace it. No issues there. I've had really good customer service out of them when I've had a figure issue. They are going to want the numbers on the feet. And if you email them, go ahead and send them pictures when you write the email and skip a step. Matter of fact, if you want to get those numbers off the feet, put them in that email because they're going to ask for those too. They did good on this one. I got no complaints at all. Good job, Hasbro. Good customer service as usual. It's just getting through to customer service that's the hard part. So there you go. They fixed my little Leatherneck. You didn't think they sent me a taller one, did you? Oh yeah, it was done, but I also wanted to point out something. So the new one that they sent me, different batch code, we've gone over that. It is nowhere near as loose as this one is. This one is, he's pretty loose. This one is not. So I did heat this one up. So that is a benefit. Sometimes if you have a loose torso, sometimes you can heat them up and kind of push them together and it will help when they cool. I did not push this guy back together. I didn't even notice it till I got ready to move him here. So that is one other thing you can do when you heat them up is get some of those joint connections in there a little bit tighter. All right, now we're done.